Here, Southeast Asia's best.
कोई भी कलर की गाड़ी आ जाती है जैसे मार्केट में, तो अगर कोई भी कलर की गाड़ी आती है तो क्या होगा फिर, आप इससे क्या फैसिलिटी मिलेगी?
मार्केट में अभी मोर देन 10 लाख 20 लाख से ऊपर
कलरिंग गाड़ी में
तो ये मैच करना इतना इजी नहीं होता है। इनमें पार्टिकल होते हैं, जेरालिक हो गए आपके, डिफरेंट टाइप के पार्ल हो गए, तो और एंगल पे भी कलर चेंज हो रहा है, तो ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है मैचर, जो कलर मैचर होते हैं ना उनके लिए। तो हम लोगों ने ये डिजिटल टूल निकाला है, तो इसके हेल्प से क्या करते हैं, अपना गाड़ी के ऊपर अपना गाड़ी के पैनल को क्लीन किया, और क्लीन करने के बाद गाड़ी के पैनल के ऊपर हम इसको रखते हैं मशीन को, EMB को, तो ये आपको रीडिंग ले लेगा, इसका जो फोटो स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर है ना, ये पूरा रीडिंग ले लेगा गाड़ी का, और आपको एक फार्मूला प्रोवाइड करा देगा। जो हमारे स्कैनर होते हैं, मशीन होती है ना जो कलर बनाने की, उसमें क्या क्या टोनर जाएगा वो ये मशीन आपको शो कर देगी। तो उससे क्या होगा, मैचिंग बहुत नियर बाई आ जाती है, कलर ऑलमोस्ट मैच हो जाता है, और पेंटर के लिए बहुत ईजी हो जाता है मैच करना। तो जो हमारे पास फॉर्मूले होते हैं उनके लिए तो कोई इशू नहीं है चैलेंज, लेकिन कोई भी गाड़ी आ जाए आपके रैंडम 10 साल पुरानी 50 साल पुरानी गाड़ी आ जाए, या नई गाड़ी आ जाए लेटेस्ट जिसका अभी कलर डेवलप ही नहीं है, वहाँ ये बहुत इफेक्टिव हेल्प करती है पेंटर को मैच करने में। अदरवाइज़ पेंटर डायरेक्ट कलर बनाने जाएगा मैच करने के लिए, तो पता चला 100 ग्राम कलर बनाने के लिए 2 लीटर कलर बना दिया, फिर भी मैच नहीं हुआ।
लेकिन
वो
क्या
saving करता
ये
है।
चीज़ जो है आपके पास है, ये क्या इंडिविजुअल आदमी रख सकता है, या
हाँ।
इसमें जो है पेंटर ही सक्षम है इसको रखने में, या
कोई भी रख
इंडिविजुअल
सकता है,
जिसकी
कोई
गाड़ी
भी।
है वो रख सकता है?
गाड़ी वाले के लिए यूजफुल नहीं है, क्योंकि ये 1.5-2 लाख रुपए का इक्विपमेंट है। अब वो गाड़ी में आप पेंटिंग कराने जाओगे तो पैनल पे कॉस्टिंग कितनी आती है, हार्डली 4,000-5,000 रुपये लगेगा। तो ये इंडिविजुअल रखना मुझे नहीं लगता कि बेनिफिशियल है। ये
हाँ, जिसके घर में
maintaining
3-4 गाड़ियाँ हैं या
नहीं,
वो भी नहीं है, इसका
ये
मतलब ये ओनली
वर्कशॉप के
पेंटर
लिए है।
वर्कशॉप में ही रहेगा।
वर्कशॉप के लिए ही सबसे सूटेबल है। जहाँ मल्टी ब्रांड है वहाँ ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव है, क्योंकि अनलिमिटेड गाड़ी आती है, किसी भी कलर की, आज BMW है, ऑडी है, मर्सिडीज है, कोई भी कलर की गाड़ी आ गई, तो आप वहाँ पर इसको इफेक्टिवली यूज कर सकते हैं। तो आपका टाइम का सेविंग होगा, मटेरियल का सेविंग होगा, और आपको फॉर्मूले के लिए पीछे नहीं भागना पड़ेगा किसी को, तो आप जल्दी से काम कर सकते हो।
बहुत बढ़िया, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
course to the OEMs to see that they educate the dealers about all the opportunity which are existing, so that we don't have to do anything silly or anything short term. I think my only request to all the dealer partners here is that there is enough value to be had in the system. And what we expect from dealers is three things. One, customer has to be happy. Number two, the compliance, no compromise on compliance. And number three, financial discipline. As far as we are concerned, I can say with a lot of pride that more than 75% of the new opportunities are being given to the existing dealers. We do not want too many new dealers. We are very happy with the existing dealers. They have been with us, they are growing with us, we want to grow with them. And once they grow with us, I think that is where everything remains together and you can really have a better trust and you can grow together. That I think is absolutely critical going forward. That you don't spread thin. You really consolidate and look at each other in creating value. And when I say create value, again, what are the inefficiencies in the system? Can we create inquiries into retail at a better cost? Today we had a presentation from Meta. I believe Deepti and Google team is again waiting to make their presentation. So how together we can really look at this new customer who is willing to give us opportunity to reach them at a lower cost. Raise our issues. Because technology has made it so simple, everybody is so accessible, we have to be much faster. I think it's up to us to take much faster, proactive decisions and not be really reactive or do a postmortem. Nobody has the time for it. And their trust means how can OEM objectives and dealer objectives be different? I mean, it's as simple as that. It could be a perspective issue, it could be maybe a short-term or mid-term issue. However, I mean, ultimately we have to together exist and create value. So I would say dealer profitability is extremely important, win-win is extremely important. We have business very well. Are you losing out on this? I think it's all about really making sure that you get all the opportunities. And again, I'll go back to trust. If trust is there, I think everything else can really follow.
Thank you, Tarun. I think you set a kind of context for what an ideal dealer OEM long-term partnership should be, win-win on trust. And with that context, I just like everyone's remarks on this. Deep, I'm sure there must be something right.
Conflict, but there are different perspectives. So how do you manage that with the dealer community? Because sometimes the objectives can be short-term, long-term, and they aren't always entirely syncing.
Mentioned, we don't have a dealer council currently, but the number of interactions we have with the dealer groups. So we have something called a product clinic. I've worked with quite a few organizations. I haven't seen any organization which showcases a product a year in advance and then a 6 months prior to a set of dealer partners and ask them, how does it look like? A lot of organizations do a consumer clinic to understand what consumer likes. But I don't know, at least in the past organizations I've worked, I haven't seen a new product being showcased at a concept stage and asked, how does the design look like, how does this material look like, do you want to make changes here or there? So, we have different set of dealers and it is dynamic. So sometimes some of the dealers who are not part of the dealer council for a very long time, they feel alienated. That why I'm not being asked while I'm a small dealer, but I should be asked. And we make sure that it is not only the big dealers, it's dealers from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, even the smaller dealers, because the requirements are different and the consumers are very different. So you need to listen to the entire universe, and also sometimes dealers are not available, the set of dealers that you want to interact with. So this gives, so in a year we are able to interact, we have about 140 dealers, we are able to interact with about 70 dealers, which you will not be able to do. Otherwise you will keep going back to the same set of 20 dealers which are there, and others will, maybe they are not heard. So I think Tarun spoke about trust. I think communication is the key. The more you communicate, the more you understand, and more you communicate with each other, that's how you can take things forward in a better way.
All the stocks also, day in, day out, things are changing, and customer will be the right person to guide. So before launching or before, for launching any your new product, this has to be collectively be decided by all the stakeholders. It's not that dealer is thinking that this thing is what a dealer may use. No, dealers want hand-holding in terms of getting the education on the technology or on the online, whatever it is changing is there. Because time is coming where the millennium will be dominating on all the sales of your cars.
Thank you. Now I think clearly it is, what's clear is dealer interface is super important. That's the only interface the brand has with the customer. I mean, tomorrow Venu can make the best product, the best engine, but one service advisor can just blow everything away and just spoil the whole experience for the brand. So again, just getting your thoughts on this. And Hadi plays a good point where they involve the dealers even into I would say product development, but to get feedback on the product, not just consumer clinics, because in the end the dealers have to sell the cars. They know the customers better. So really I think what we're hearing is a lot more, let's say, trust, a lot more bonding. I think much more closer working than ever before for, let's say, creating this win-win situation.
So a few things, and I like to a lot of what the panelists talked about. We used to be on a quarterly dealer council model to that extent. Recently, we've now moved to a monthly model. We've broken it up into much more task-oriented groups. It's more virtual. We still meet them regularly physically, but really we started to kind of break it up into groups so that we get to hear the voice of all of them to that extent, and they're very task-oriented because we can't wait for a whole quarter for us to make decisions, right? So that's one piece we have changed. Second, we are starting to do is we actually are going to the dealers. We just had our North dealership meet where we're meeting all the dealers and not just the dealer council to that extent. That gets to be an important step as well. Last piece of it, and this is something we are increasingly doing, is co-creating. And when I say co-creating, part of it is the design piece of it, which the panelists talk about, co-creating new products and working with them, but also co-creating the go-to-market for customers. The whole digital go-to-market we are doing is primarily co-created today. The central content comes from us, but really the last mile digital marketing, everything is co-created with that specific dealership.
80 years in their own towns. So I think that is one thing that dealers do always tell us, that lot of signages of brands have no dealer name or very small dealer names on them. Second is the CIs should be planned in such a way that at least it has a life of 7 years to change. Many a times we see that CI is changing or a lot of internal things changing in 2 years, 3 years, which is a cost, to the dealership, and if planned better, it can be used for a longer time. So it will just take some more planning and an effective implementation in doing it. And another very important thing that you touched, as I had the Gen X vertical in FADA, and a lot of the new youngsters come in and, they tell us one very important thing is that, we can't control any selling price in our business. So, what is the innovation that we do to increase our revenues and profits? And a big shout out comes out from digital, whether it's digital marketing, your digital tools, digitizing your processes. So a lot to be done on that. And now that we are moving towards hyper local, it is very important, like Nal said, that, at a ground level, there is a discussion with dealers, which most brands have started now with, you see, online sales AI and a lot of other things where, there may be some activity happening in a village. So you want to advertise that and connect yourself with that, because that is your customer. You're reaching to his palm now. It's no more the TV or it's no more a newspaper. It's his hands, and it is on that second. If you lost that second of him watching the Facebook, you lost him. So I think it's more and more important that there is an interaction at the lowest level of the dealership from the brands, and that's how the digital marketing is planned, because it evolves from hyperlocal.
Just very quickly, Tarun, I need to jump to Mr. Singh and Mr. Kaul, but just want you to response to that. You know, sometimes what he says, the dealer is a brand in itself, so needs and you know, some support on the digital side, because that really is the need of the hour.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I fully agree, and I think dealer is playing a very important role. Either which way, you know, and even if some new strategies like D2C is being tested, there also I think the dealer's role has not been undermined at all. Like we trusted the D2C model with the Ioniq 5, but very clearly the roles of the OEM and the dealer were defined, and a good margin, etc., etc. So my point is, dealer's role is very important. Yes, CI 7 years, 5 years, 3 years. I mean, I don't think anybody knows what is the right thing. Things are, at the same time, I only like to say, on one hand, we are saying things are changing at such a fast pace. As long as we understand that, yes, dealer's profit is being taken care of, and we feel that, yes, this is the right thing to do, I think we don't need to wait for 7 years to do it. So that is most important, because things are no more the same what they used to be. And CI is definitely very important. And you would know that a showroom without the right CI, I mean, is nothing. So I think everything has an importance, but the important thing, like what Barar mentioned and what I mentioned and what other panelists have mentioned, important thing is communication, right communication, understanding, and then moving it together. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Kaul, I'd like to turn to you. You've heard everyone, I think, on a lot of topics. So I just wanted your, you know, not being anything specific, but clearly on this whole thing on trust, really issues on, not issues, but profitability is still very important. Support from the OEM in certain areas as well, which impact profitability. But, you know, Mr. Garg said, Tarun said that they are very profitable now. So that also is something to be
Thank you, Umar. So what are we trying to address? Dealer profitability. One, happy customer, therefore making sure that services are done, perhaps at their doorstep. That's applicable for commercial vehicles. I don't know about the cars. Well, you these days pick up cars also from home. So dealership profitability is extremely critical. We all know, we have said in many forums. But what is more critical in a product like ours, which is commercial vehicles, which are capital intensive, okay? Not just capital intensive, they are also industry cyclical in nature. You fire 3 years, good, and then you are dropped by about 30-40% till the time you pick up again for next 2 years. So in these trying times, and having gone through COVID, some learnings, and thereafter we have been facing good tailwinds and therefore good riding the wave. So we have to minimize wasteful costs. That's critical. I mean, that's for every dealership. Therefore, we talk about less stocks, therefore low cost of inventories, not venturing out too much across and, you know, investing your short-term monies into something else and therefore getting into trouble. And then there was a mention of trust. See, for us, trust is sacrosanct. It's hygiene, it's very basic. I mean, it's for Tatas. For us, therefore, you see, I mean, large bunch of 60 years, 70 years dealerships, hardly any, you know, I would say exit from the business, unless, yes, there are some cases when people venture out.
One is call ads. As soon as somebody searches Tata dealer near me, you will have a search call ad which will direct the ad straight to your dealership call center. The second one is lead form ad. We spoke about it. This will actually have a pre-populated lead form almost filled in, and that lead form ad then comes to your DMS system.
insights and learnings from various panels and Google and Meta, the digital world. It's very difficult for even for me to slightly understand. For young generation, it would be a click of a button. But yes, we have to change and we have to refine. A very important announcement from FADA.
All categories of vehicles. The awards acknowledge the exceptional dedication shown by original equipment manufacturers or OEMs in
that a lot of people were looking forward to, and I'm glad that we've been able to make up on lost time of the earlier sessions. The AGM starting at 9 a.m. due to the changes of the minister's schedule. I hope there was nothing said or retracted in the day-to-day. So as we move on to the dealer satisfaction survey, as you all know, this is a survey which is for the dealers, by the dealers and from the dealers. It is third year and we've been getting a lot stronger year by year. Like it was mentioned, we've got 2,500 responses this time. There of course were around 700 more who did start the survey but did not complete it. Year on year this response rate has been increasing, and we are pretty excited about the responses that we are getting now, so that it's a large survey. The sample size is large and it gives a good base for the results to be analyzed. There were 6 factors and 70 attributes, and it's a 1,000-point scale, so the higher the rating, the better the result. Asia, of course, as you know, are our knowledge partners and partners for this survey. They are, in my view, an extremely credible organization, and the process that is followed by them is totally flawless and immediate proof, if I may call it, or even us office bearers are not privy to information, and we often have to come back with no answer from them when we try to ask pointed questions. So thank you, Rahulji, and your team for conducting this very well. The ratings happen on business viability, after sales, sales and order planning, training, product and marketing. Dealer margins are not a part of the survey, so I think manufacturers are there on an equal footing here. To MBOs, how to future-proof the business, the warranty process, support from the manufacturer during tough times. I think people still have the COVID story in their mind, though we are seeing the dilution of those where now after sales is getting a much higher rating too. Unsold vehicle support from the manufacturers also is something that the dealers look forward to, and it has come out as a strong attribute here.
the commercial vehicles category, and I will be going in a certain order where we will first announce the second runner-up, the first runner-up, and then the winner in that particular category. So we are starting with the commercial vehicles then, and if I can have your Dealer runner-up, Mahindra and Mahindra Limited.
मेरे को नहीं बुलाया हद हो गई
Please come up, sir. Feel free. Thank you and congratulations to Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Passenger vehicle mass category first runner-up. And now we move to the winners. Dealer Satisfaction Study Awards 2023 OEMs Passenger Vehicle Mass Category winner Hyundai Motor India Limited on the stage. Once again, many congratulations to the team. This is the Special Jury Award in Passenger Vehicle Luxury, second runner-up. Congratulations to the team. This category, Special Jury Award in Passenger Vehicle Luxury, the winner is... You are right, Mercedes-Benz. Somebody from the team, please join us on the stage. Many congratulations. Congratulations to the team. And the final award for the night, Dealer Satisfaction Study Awards 2023. This evening. Congratulations to all the winners. Massive respect for your hard work. At least two of them being the hat-trick winners. our booth. Thank you so much, Shantanu and Geetika. In fact, we enjoyed your presentations as well earlier in the day. Okay, Gold Partners, New India Assurance. Our Gold Partners, New India Assurance, at the moment, getting felicitated by all the top office bearers of FADA. Thank you so much. We move to our silver partners next. For that, can I invite someone from AU Bank to please join us? Innovate, Accelerate. It could not have been possible without the help and collaboration of all our partners, and therefore it is even more important for us to felicitate them, acknowledge their contribution in making this conclave a huge success. Thank you so much, everyone. At the moment, our silver partners AU Bank on the stage. Next, I'm Tara team. Great teamwork leads to great results. Great partnerships lead to great collaborations and, of course, acceleration and progress for all of us. Team Axo Nobel at the moment are silver partners on the stage with members of FADA. I'm going to request now our silver partners lawyer, the legal team from law.